And I said, bitches ain't shit, and they ain't saying nothing. 100 motherfuckers can't tell me. I said, hey.
Pussy Palace. Okay, ready? Oh no.
Missing.
Greg?
Missing.
I thought this was a duet.
Missing.
Oh, so you're just gonna sing all the parts? Those are not the right sounds. Can you hear me? Bonk.
Welcome to Miss Thing. I'm Greg.
And I'm Tim. And this is a podcast that celebrates and appreciates the Miss Things of the past, present, and future.
Yeah, in every episode, we take a key moment from our Miss Thing storied career and do what you and I are most skilled at, which is make it all about us.
Yes. And I'm here on the pod today to talk about something that's very relevant to the podcast, which is feeling like an elder millennial, because my family is visiting, which is going to come up many times throughout this podcast.
Sure.
And my mother, who is in her 70s, not to dox her age, but she's very proud of it, as am I.
And looking not a day over 17.
And she taught me 6'7".
She taught you 6'7".
My 70-year-old mother taught me the concept of 6'7".
Okay, well, I've been saying at least that Gen Z are the new boomers.
Yeah.
But actually that's Gen Alpha, I think.
I didn't know what this was, and then the whole process of trying to figure out what it is, which actually it means nothing.
It does mean nothing.
It means nothing.
Wait. So, okay, how did she explain that to you?
Well,
then?
that's the famous thing that happens with 6'7" is it's just like, it's Gen Alpha, right? Gen Alpha has come up with this like screaming 6'7", and it's just like going wild and doing that sort of like up and down hand motion as you say 6'7", and then just like going ape shit.
Oh, so then it doesn't actually mean anything.
It literally means nothing, and that's why it's so funny to that generation, which is just like, and then apparently like why my mom knows it is because obviously all of the other parents in her jazzercise class talks about how all of the kids say
their
it,
grandchildren.
and then the parents now try to be cool and say it to them, and then that's like when it's I'm learning about it when it's already being ruined. Because it's like the kids are now like, if you say it, it's over. And so now parents, I guess, for Halloween are dressing as like a 6 and a 7, like a mom and dad are.
Oh
and
my God.
The kids are like, it's fucking over.
Well, because that's the thing. Like when you're a parent, your kid is your entire culture, and you can put that on a t-shirt.
Well, that's sort of the thing now, which I'm like, I can't believe I'm finding out about this like after it's over.
One last thing on 6'7". They're at that age. They are so close to 6'9".
I know.
They're so.
That's what when my mom brought it up to me. I think your brain naturally goes to, is this the new 69?
Right.
You know, and then you get a little panicked of like, do I have to learn another sexual position?
You know? You're not worried about the children learning about it.
No, I'm like,
like,
what
they have
position?
to learn at some point.
Because I'm kind of like, what body does are you going to have to turn your like body in half to be a 7?
Yeah,
and I'm like,
you're
okay,
thinking of the physicality of it all.
I'm thinking the physicality of it, which I'm like, listen, I'm down for.
Sure.
But it's sort of one of those things where it's like at a certain age, you're kind of like,
I need to get to the gym and practice.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm like, if I'm going to try it, I got to do my like bend and snaps.
Yeah. Yeah.
The other thing that I was going to bring up, which I'm nervous because I just have a feeling it's going to be your dad mom sauce, but I don't know.
Okay.
Is Pussy Palace. Pussy Palace.
Well, that's a perfect segue into our dog mom sauce.
Yes, okay.
AKA doll of the day, mother of the moment, sister of the second. Our first
and most famous
segment where we take a person, place, or thing that we are currently super obsessed with.
It seems like you should go first.
You know what? I think I'm going to take first place here. And I'm going to go a little bit more macro and then zoom into the micro. So basically, I want to say my dad mom sauce right now is new music. Let's just sort of say like blanket new music.
Okay.
Because there is so much good new music out right now. Least of which, I have not even talked about it. I think you brought her up before on the pod. JADE. That's Showbiz, baby. That is a no skips pop album that's happening right now.
I've only listened to the singles and some that have come, but I need to give it the time that it is. I haven't listened like track by track.
It is like across the board an excellent album.
Well, I was saying that summer of 2024 that she came for the crown, and I love how much she gives it up for Gaga and how much she is like readily always paying homage or saying how much she's influenced by Gaga.
Yeah, well, I think the problem with that was the way it was loaded into me, and that was by you walking around your apartment going, "You don't care." And
which is like, by the way, not even a part. It's like, I don't know. Listen, this is another important thing that I'm going to talk about here in the pod today.
Yeah.
I do not understand the concept between, it's like pre-chorus, chorus, interlude, or what's the thing?
And that's almost like background.
Yeah, it's like a back, but what is it?
She's more like, she's like more like up, and you were like going, you don't care.
You can't help the earworms that get in.
So yeah, Jade. Haven't even brought it up, but have been like wanting to talk about it for so long. Doja Cat, her album has been on repeat. I brought it up a bunch. That is like my album of the year. I think it's going to be like my top play.
Okay.
It's just, I can't turn it off.
What mine is.
What?
Olivia Dean.
Oh, I thought you were going to... as long as you didn't say something else, I'm good with it.
Yeah.
Olivia Dean is a great one. Also, and I don't think there should be boys in music. Tame Impala, Deadbeat. I cannot turn this album off.
Okay.
There's so much. But... the main album of the moment, Lily Allen, West End Girl. This is a start to finish masterpiece.
I have not, because as I have mentioned, my parents are visiting, and so I'm like waiting because I really want to I have not, I have not had a second to rest at all.
Yeah.
And I've only heard Pussy Palace. And I've had that on repeat this morning.
There's several. That's funny. I was listening to it on the way here too. There's several. I mean, it's actually song by song, and it takes you on such a journey. It's an album.
Yeah.
A lot of people are calling it White Girl Lemonade. It's very like Earl Grey.
Yeah.
Like the British.
My thing is, and I love her, but then it's like, it's very interesting to talk about this album, and it's talking also about good art and like separating the art from the artist, because I feel like in this short period of time, this culture is culturing, which is that like people are loving this album. They're saying it's like maybe one of the best albums of the year, if not the best album of the year, like critically, people are talking about it. And the thing that is interesting is then they're obviously then coming for David Harbour, which is he's the person who cheats on her and her ex-husband. Well, there was this interesting discourse online of just people being like, following the trajectory of like, I hate David Harbour, I love this album. She's like and she's this like person that we're venerating, but then also she has this complicated past as well.
Well, it's interesting. Lily Allen has always been like quite a firebrand. I feel like she always like elicits a lot of discourse. I mean, she started like an OnlyFans last year for her feet. She podcasts she's one of our contemporaries in that regard. But what I will say about this album is that it feels like speaking to what we were speaking about before, it feels like the first great like elder millennial album about truly adulting. Yeah. Because what you're experiencing in this album is like what happened to our parents, like a lot of our parents, like there was a lot of divorce and whatever, but like through a millennial lens. Yeah. Right? So she was always like this cool girl. Then she went and she got married. Yeah. And they had like this arrangement, and they're talking about it. She's talking about this openly in the music, like the arrangement that they had.
Wait, what's the arrangement?
They were like non-monogamous. And by the way, she has a song called "Non-Monogamummy," which is just like, come on, that is hilarious. Yeah. But it has this like very raw sort of like millennial storytelling style to it, and the music is great. But like you're experiencing heartbreak through this lens of like the world with the new rules that like the millennials like made up. Yeah. Right? Like I think non-monogamy and all these new ideas and these new ways to have a relationship were born out of like not wanting to do things the way our parents did. And now we're witnessing like this incredible artist talk about her heart being broken. Yeah. in spite, like in an old way.
Yeah.
In spite of doing things in a new way. I'm not quite there yet with the idea, but like, I think that's why it's really connecting with people, because it's just, it feels really fresh. It's like old territory, but really fresh.
It also, I mean, it's the classic thing that happens, I feel like, probably to every generation, which is just that, like, you think that you will do something different than your parents, but then you, like, the human condition is, like, we all have very similar behaviors and patterns and reasons why, you know, you fall in love and fall out of love, and people cheat and people don't cheat. Like, it's like the famous thing that, you know, it's like you think this generation invented sex, you know?
Yeah. Well, enough about my dad.
Yeah. My dad mom sauce is quite literal this week.
Oh, okay.
Which is my mother.
Yeah.
Quite
your
literally
dad, your
mother.
mom, your sis.
Well, no, we're going just with the mother.
Okay.
All love to my sister and my dad.
Yeah.
But my mom is, this week my parents are visiting.
Sure.
It is truly Halloween Central. The amount of Halloween activities I have done in the last 5 days is insane.
Well, can we talk about how Halloween is on a Friday this year?
I know.
And yet,
Yeah.
the weekend before was completely full of Halloween stuff.
That is what I don't understand. And I'm like, shouldn't it be the Friday the 31st and Saturday the 1st?
Can we just do this one thing for ourselves and have the one night so we don't have to overdo it?
No.
Let's just choose to have one night. Halloween in this economy.
I'm not kidding you. I have gone to so many Halloween events already. And I'm like, we still are, at the time of this recording, many days before Halloween. I do not understand it. I have gone to Night of the Jack, which is like a Halloween experience. That's what I was telling you about, where I famously saw David Diggs.
Oh, right.
And this is what I do want to talk about on the pod. Which,
please,
David, please come on.
Yeah,
but I was in line at a food truck at this like Halloween kind of light installation walkthrough, really fun thing that happens in Calabasas.
I've never even heard of this.
It's like face painting food trucks, like beer trucks.
Sounds right up your alley. Oh, and then beer is a little too adult.
Yeah, and then it's like, but it's like tons of fun, like cotton candy, and like you're just like walking through like different Halloween light installations. That's mostly
cute.
for kids, but and my
but
family.
Of course you, your family of full adults.
But that I digress.
Oh, okay.
So then, my parents are in town mainly because our friend has gotten them tickets to Dancing with the Stars. They're going to just be in the audience. They're actually, at time of recording, on their way.
Wow.
And
it is early in the day.
It is early in the day. And when I tell you, my mother has never been more excited about anything in her life. It's the only thing she can talk about, sitting in the audience at Dancing with the Stars.
Well, can we talk about how apparently Dancing with the Stars is like the biggest show on television right now?
Yeah.
It's back, and it's back like it's brand new.
It feels like I was thinking that the same. I was like, am I just more aware of Dancing with the Stars because my mom's whole personality is Dancing with the Stars, or is it back?
No, it's back and bigger than ever.
And when I tell you,
the stars are out.
The stars are out.
They're dancing.
I know way too much about the contestants in a way that I never know anything about the contestants.
I think it's big on TikTok now. Oh. Like for whatever reason, I think they're like they're pre-releasing like the dances and everything. For whatever reason, the chokehold that Dancing with the Stars has on culture right now. Who knew?
It's
in
insane.
2025.
It feels like everyone has their avatar because like I'm only getting fed Dylan Efron stuff, understandably, and then like when I talk to someone else, they're like, "No, I'm the Irwin kid," or like I'm the Mormon Housewives.
I'm
person.
getting Topanga if
really?
Anyone,
Which I didn't realize that there's another woman called Jen Affleck.
There are so many things when I see anything about Dancing with the Stars and they talk about like the dancers or whatever. And I'm like, I said it last week. I'll say it again. These sentences could kill a Victorian child.
True.
The things that are being said, I'm like, who, what, where, like, the stars?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. But then again, like it's doing well. So wish them well.
And my mother I've gotten my mom tickets to sit in the audience on The Conners, what I have worked on Fuller House.
Right.
These are legacy shows. So she grew up with Full House. Well, she didn't. Well, I grew up with them, but my mom was watching them with me.
Yeah.
And so you would think like, oh, I'm going to get to see all of these people. Didn't care. I mean, she cared, but I'm now realizing what she actually cares about.
No.
Which is Dancing with the Stars. This whole weekend has been telling me like the hair care routine of like, well, I'm not washing my hair for 2 days because I have to wash it the day before so that it's like at its peak.
For when I'm going to be on camera. Well, that's the thing.
So this is the reason
There's
why
a promise of maybe being on camera.
Well, this is the thing. The reason why she is my Dom Plus is she is acting so... I'm realizing where I get it from. She's acting so mean, which is... She will literally be walking down the sidewalk with us and she's like, oh my God, they're probably spotting. She hasn't been on it. And she's like, I'm famous now. She literally keeps saying she's famous. And then she's like, well, you know, my friends back at Jazzercise are like... telling me that I'm like a star, and I'm like, no, I'm probably just gonna be in like the second row. You probably won't see me, but like maybe
she thinks she's gonna be like performing that night. She's being so gay guy, imagining they're gonna be on Drag Race one day, so not wanting to share who their Snatch Game character is. That's your mother. Yeah, I see that. I see, but there's nothing. More that a parent loves than a network reality show. A big, shiny floor network reality show. Yeah. There is no higher art form.
There's nothing more that a parent loves is when you are out to dinner with them. Them giving you way too much information about the personal life of whatever reality star they have recently learned about on ABC.
That they learned about during the interstitials, during the rehearsals. They were like learning about... They were like, can you believe this happened? As if there's not 8 million producers trying to extract anything interesting from their lives. No offense. I'm sure they're all incredible. Jen Affleck, congratulations. I can't wait to see your mother on television. I will be watching.
I'm really nervous that she won't be on camera, and then like what will everyone back home say?
Well, do you think she's going to be so you and like insist that she switches the chair around to her good side and everything, and like be so demanding about her seat?
I hope she does that. I hope that she's like demanding to be front row. This is the biggest moment of her life, which is so you and I coded.
So you and I.
It's like us to a T. It's just one of those things where, and then the fact that she's like truly like, we will be at like waiting to walk across the street, and she's like kind of hiding her face because she's like, she'll like turn to me, and she's like, I think that they know me. I'm like, Mom, this show hasn't aired yet. You haven't even gone. And I think with that, it's time for a break.
We're back, and it's time for our Miss Thing of the Week.
And this is a repeat.
A repeat Miss Thing.
Someone we knew that we would always do again because we love her.
We love her, and we're gonna go fast right into the introduction. Yes. Our Miss Thing of the Week is Demi Lovato.
I think my favorite thing about Demi is like how not just music, but like everything, her personality, what she's meant to the culture, us going on this journey of, and I know we talked about it in the past episode, but just like we all kind of feel like we know her because we grew up with her. She had all these documentaries. She's had all these moments. My favorite moment, which I don't think we talked about before, and that's why we need to bring her up again, is her singing to a ghost while high skyscraper. There's no better content out there.
Demi Lovato singing to the ghost.
And her history, I think she's also taught us a lesson too about how you want to identify with your gender. You can, if whatever you personally identify with is okay. And I think she's a really good example of like, owning your identity and also being allowed to change your identity as it goes. Like, she's a really good person in pop culture that many people can turn to feel less alone.
I agree with you 100%. I think the thing with Demi is that she has never been afraid to like kind of follow her own, like she goes to like the beat of her own drum, and I think that's it sometimes gets her a little
in the hot water or something.
Like people decide to like make fun of her a little bit, but like she doesn't really care. The thing with Demi is that she has just such incredible talent, and that I think she's just like whatever. Like,
I think she's like not the coolest thing about her, which I think a lot of people from her generation don't do as well, is she is so like She is like a Jackson Pollock. She will throw whatever she wants at the wall and see if it sticks. And then if it doesn't, she's like, cool, it's, okay, that didn't work, on to the next. I feel like she's very much just like water off a duck's back.
No, but I think that's the key to longevity as a pop star, especially nowadays, is to just be like, I tried something and we're moving on. But that's what I'm feeling in this new album.
Yeah.
First of all, she has a new album out called It's Not That Deep.
Which is why we're doing her. We have to spend way more time on this album because it's literally, I think it's her best album.
Yeah, I would say as like a body of work, I think we've got like it's sonically and like vocally and lyrically really working, like really, really firing on all cylinders.
Very cohesive. Okay, and I will say this. I love Demi, but I sometimes get frustrated with vocalists who need to emphasize in every song how good their vocals are. And sometimes I do feel like Demi is one of the biggest people who will do this, where it's like in previous albums sometimes I'm like, I know, but just do like a fun one where it's not like a long belt thing, where it's like I think Ariana Grande does a really good example of this, where it's like, that she can belt, but in so many of her songs she's not belting, she's almost like whisper singing and like just doing the beat. And I feel like this is Demi's version of that, which is like, I actually think in so many parts of this album where she could have done a belt, she is like whisper talking, or she's like feeling the vibe of, again, it's not that deep, I just want to have fun, I've already proven that I'm a good singer, right now I just want to like literally, Kiss and Fast and the second single, they're all like ones where she's not really belting. She's, if anything, she's doing like Charlie XCX.
Well, I agree. Well, this is what we're witnessing as her. Like, speaking of evolution as an artist, like we're experiencing her learning restraint.
Yes.
Which is, and that's not a negative thing. Like, what it is it makes her music and her sound land harder because it's not all the biggest thing you've ever heard. It's not like going for the rafters, like all over here. You're experiencing levels, which I think that's probably the trapping of like a younger artist. It's like they feel like they need to do their big one every single time, and I think it can become a little tiresome.
I also think it's confidence. One of our great songs.
Of course.
I think that it's also, now she knows that like she can do a great song with restraint, that she doesn't need to rely on the vocals to like prove her worth, that she's literally like, I can give you a banger any which way. And I think that the other thing that I wanted to clarify from what I was saying earlier is just like, not that she's like doing Charlie XCX or she's doing Ariana Grande or anything, but it's almost like, again, the confidence to know that she can almost show the influences of her contemporaries or other people that are inspiring her currently, and know that she can then put her own flavor on it and be additive to this dance genre in a way that I think is so fresh, different for her, and also adding something to the like dance pop genre itself in a way that I do feel like we have been lacking in this specific, like coming for let's just have some fun dance light music. And I know what I'm giving you, which is, it's not that deep, it's fun.
I feel like we are back in West Hollywood in like 2010.
Yeah.
When I'm listening to this album, and I mean that as a compliment.
I agree.
I feel like we're, in a little bit more of a carefree age, going out, like just going up and down Santa Monica Boulevard, like having some fun.
I mean, if you remember, I said, I think over the summer that Fast was my Dad Mom sauce. I love that song. I think it's so cool and understated and just makes you, and the video, she looks, again, not to bring it all about appearance because it's not, but let me just say,
she looks great.
She looks phenomenal.
Well, it's probably because she feels good. You can just sense there's like a holistic like confidence to her that there wasn't. You weren't necessarily like feeling that.
Like
before.
Honestly, that's what I mean more so. Not like commenting on her body as much as she looks like she's glowing. Like it's coming from inside of her and out, and we are seeing, the neon lights.
Completely agree. Yeah, I think that, with Demi too, there's something so funny because she's such like an online person. She's such an online pop star. She always has been. But I think like the online memification, we did not talk about this last time. Poot.
We did talk about Poot?
No. We completely forgot. We were just so in the zone.
Yeah.
But Poot obviously is Poot Lovato is Demi Lovato's sister who was living in the basement.
Yeah.
Poot Lovato, who would play her in the biopic?
Joey King.
I think she'd really knock that
Joey King channeling her inner glam bot. You know when she does the glam bot with the no teeth and the thumbs? That Joey King, whatever she brought to that glam bot, she would bring to the performance of Poot Lovato.
Wow. Totally.
Wow. I mean, did we also talk about the moment, which I think we did talk about it because it's my favorite moment, which is her talking about, other than obviously singing to a ghost, but her favorite dish.
A mug.
A mug.
We didn't talk about that either.
She knows she's in on it.
But the thing is with her, I feel like she wasn't always in on it. Like she just is like out here in the streets saying things, and then the internet takes it and like completely churns it and like makes it into gives it a life of its own. All these moments, Poot, the mug.
Wait, okay, and then explain in case people don't know what the background is of the mug.
So one time, Demi Lovato was asked in an interview that was being filmed.
Yeah.
They said, "What's your favorite dish?" And she was like, "A mug." So miscongeniality coded.
Yeah, just being. Wait, the other thing we need to talk about too, which I don't think this is new information, but just like the way that when there is no one better who smiles like with a wink. It's almost like her teeth wink at you, if that makes any sense.
Totally, it's very the giving myself one tooth challenge on TikTok.
But when
Demi
she smiles
Lovato
with like that big smile,
that
it almost
big
feels
smile.
it is like she is winking through the teeth. You feel like, I don't know, you feel glowy.
Well, that's what I think she's starting to be more in on the joke because I think like it probably was actually messing with her head in a not good way when the internet was like being silly about these things. And now I feel like it's almost like self-referential. I mean, for example, Singing to the Ghost, she's closing out her album with an incredible ballad called Ghost. Not afraid to reference or not reference.
Yeah.
She's being that.
What is your favorite song on the album?
I'm really into the ballads. Okay. I actually, I love Ghost. I think it's a really strong showing from her. Although there is one lyric in Ghost that kind of takes me out of it. It's, what's the chorus? It's, and send a chill down my spine, so cold. And I think it's the so cold that doesn't work for me because it's like, well, that's uncomfortable, right? Because it's like the whole song is about like wanting to be haunted. Like if you were to go first, I want like to be haunted by your ghost for the rest of my life. So I was thinking, because there's a lot of ghost like haunted house imagery in that. And I was thinking, wear a white sheet with some eyes, 2 holes. As an alternative lyric, because we're giving like Ghost, and I just think that's
holes,
like fun, and then you can at least see them too,
and
I was singing Ghost in a literal sense, and is
2
it
holes.
sexual?
2 holes.
Oh sure, I was just talking about the holes for the eyes.
But if 2 holes is up to interpretation, and that is the beauty of lyrics, Greg. You don't even realize how beautiful that lyric is. You know,
so right.
Because also when your partner dies, you're gonna still be horny from time to time, and like maybe one time you'd want to have sex with their ghost.
Listen, that's what that song is really about. Yeah. No, and I like Let You Go. So
I love Let You Go.
I love like a mid-tempo ballad.
Greg, I love that one, and I love all the singles. Kiss
Let You Go, just for a
Please,
second on Let
please.
You Go. I think that she has the most fun singing that. You can tell when an artist has like a song that they really like to sing, that they have fun with, that like their voice is feeling good on. And I could just feel her feeling that song.
Absolutely. Like you can picture her practicing that in the mirror, almost like before she was
With, like,
famous.
just
being like probably when she was trying to be a famous singer and just being like doing her Kelly, because we all know she loves Kelly Clarkson, you know?
Yeah.
Like it feels
sure,
like
I knew that.
Oh, that's like her famous thing, and she's like Kelly Clarkson's biggest fan.
Oh, okay.
Because she watched that first season of American Idol and like hit at that. She's like
yeah,
always
imagine
Kelly
your
Clarkson.
mom at that show.
Oh, I remember.
My God.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was, and I just feel like that's the song that like when she recorded it, she was probably like, oh my God, I can't wait to like the riffs that I'm gonna do.
And like do that on stage. Yeah, very you performing for the female roofer. Which I think we were talking about in the first Demi episode.
Okay, but the other ones that I want, Frequency.
Oh, so good.
Frequency makes me want to, and I never want this, but it's like I want to be in like a dark club with like tons of like lights going crazily.
Okay.
And
I'm
being
worried
like,
what your eyes would look like in that situation.
I know. Like truly, like there'll be a disclaimer that says like you could get epilepsy, whatever
From
those
looking at Tim's eyes.
But just like that frequency, it's like I want to be in a crowded only for one song.
Yeah.
For 3 minutes and
can't.
30 seconds.
No,
and then
no.
the crowd disperses.
Sure.
Okay. Wow, we've talked about Demi.
I agree. Now
Twice. And we didn't even realize how much we didn't cover the first time. So just imagine what happens for the three-peat.
I know.
Yeah.
That was the perfect example of an episode really just being about us.
Yeah.
Because we didn't even get into Demi's greatest hits. But let's get into some of our greatest hits by making Demi all about us.
I can go first.
Sure.
So, because we're in this a bop of an album, I hate that I said that, but I did. I'm thinking of It's Not That Deep, which makes me think of, which is the title of the album, as we've said. I was in Brazil a few years ago, as I've mentioned on the pod a couple times, which I was there with a friend of the pod, Claude.
Sure.
And we were in this like beautiful jungle-esque scenery on the islands of Ilha Grande, I believe is how it's pronounced.
Totally, my birthplace.
And as we were doing this beautiful nature hike, they were like, and then at the end, we're gonna get to this like rock slide, like wear your bathing suit, because like the end of the hike is this like beautiful thing where you can just like go down this rock slide into this beautiful like little pool of water as like to signal the end of the hike. And as we're getting closer to the pivotal moment, you know, the end of the hike, the rock slide, they're starting to prep us for how to properly go down the rock slide.
Okay.
And they're saying it's not that deep. Get it? At the bottom. So you really need to follow, like we're gonna go down the slide first, like literally watch exactly how we do it, because you need to land in the pool exactly where we are, because if you don't land where we are, then like you could get hurt.
I feel like so many of your stories end with like you having to land like properly and not scuff your knees. You are so scuff your knee coated.
My knees are scuffed,
which is crazy because they're out here for all the world to see. But I think it's like the exposure. It's high risk, high reward.
That's me.
So
I'm the real life River Wild.
Yeah, you're always on the verge of scuffing your knee. But okay, continue.
Which makes sense because my knees are not the best, you know? And
wobbly.
Everything is wobbly. And so I go up, and as I'm going to do it, Claude went first. Claude asked a million questions to make sure he doesn't get hurt.
Of course.
And then the woman tells him exactly how to do it. He goes down and like gives the thumbs up. So fun. So I'm like, okay, Claude did it. I'm fine.
Yeah.
And so then she's looking at me and she's like, okay, go down and curve your entire body. Make sure that you curve and you're like really tight.
It sounds perfect for me with my scoliosis.
Okay, well, this is the thing. I think about my scoliosis. And I go,
scoliosis. I'm Mulder, you're scoliosis.
Yeah.
Our joint Halloween costume.
Literally. Actually, that would be perfect because I look like her and I have,
Mulder and Sculliosis. Okay.
So
Noah, take that. We're doing that next year.
I'm like going in right before I go down. She looks at me and she's like, curve your back.
Done, babe.
Locks me dead in the eyes. And she's like, I got you. And so I'm like, okay, you got me. So I'm like, curve my back. So I curve my back. I go down, literally like my entire back is like touching as much as possible while still being curved.
Your
Scoliosis, as I call it, like truly like front and center.
Yeah.
I have the time of my life. I remember it being bumpy. I get down to the bottom. I land in the not that deep area. I'm perfectly fine. I am filled with adrenaline. I want to go again. She looks at me. She's like, was it fun? And I like put my thumbs up. I'm like, I cannot wait. I'm jumping up and down.
Yeah.
And then everyone.
This is perfect for someone with horrific scoliosis like me.
See, yeah. And I'm like, okay, so this all worked out. I'm literally like, you couldn't see a bigger smile a Demi Lovato smile on my face.
Sure.
And then
Katy Perry smile.
I'm
almost.
Like, I'm like, I'm going to go again.
Lily Allen smile.
Wow. Everyone's smile.
Everyone's smiling on this couch today.
I then go, and as I'm like, victory arms up, I turn around to I'm gonna go again. I do that. Everyone gasps in horror. And I'm like, what is this? And then they'll go, Tim, you're back. And then I'm like, what? I feel fine. And then 10 seconds go by, the adrenaline starts to fade. And they're like, your back is bleeding. Your back is so scraped up. Specifically from where the scoliosis is.
Right.
Truly, I don't know why she told me to curve my back, but basically all the bones of my vertebrae had where every bone of my back was sticking out was just tons of bloody bruises.
Skin ripped clean off.
Yeah, so no scuffed knees, just scuffed vertebrae.
Oh my God. You look back, the entire thing is just there was a full Jurassic Park.
Blood bed. Yeah. The funny thing is I would do it again.
Of course you would. And you were trying to. And they were like, actually, no, this is a health hazard.
They had to stop me. They were like, no, we need to put Neosporin on that. And you can't go, the bacteria in the water is not good for that.
Yeah, they needed to clear the pool actually because there was an open wound. Yeah, they needed to actually that nature preserve. They've now had to drain it.
Yeah, it's actually no longer a national park. Yeah. Anyways,
oh my God.
Greg, how do you make Demi all about yourself?
Well, I love her communing with the extraterrestrials and her obsession with ghosts and all that. And this reminded me of when I was a kid. So I was the first boy. I have two older sisters. And when I was very, very young, my sisters decided it was really cool and a fun, joyous, wonderful thing to sort of tell me that I was actually not related to them, that I was an alien child.
Classic.
And that I had been sent there by the aliens and that the aliens were going to come back and get me one day.
Very Begonia.
Exactly. And it's very also wishful thinking. It set me up for a whole life thinking I was going to be.
And it's also very Wish Upon a Star starring Katherine Heigl.
Of course.
Did you ever see that movie? No.
No. But she is a future Miss Thing for
yes.
sure.
Yeah.
So my sisters, they would always do that and it would really upset me. But then one day I remember we were sitting in the backyard, we had a swing set, kind of far away from the house.
Yeah.
And I remember I was just swinging and they were like, they're coming soon. And I was like, you have to stop that. That's so mean. It's not true. And they're like, it is. Amazing sibling stuff.
Yeah.
Scared me shitless. But, at the end of that conversation, they eventually walked away. And I was like, you know what? Fuck you guys. Yeah. I am going to go prepare myself because maybe then I can signal to the aliens to come get me sooner because you're pissing me off. So I went into the house. I was 6 or 7 years old. Of course, I didn't have a suitcase. So I started doing the Tom Sawyer, I'm putting my.
This is a part of the episode. There always comes a time
where I need to put
Greg
the thing down.
Needs both of his hands. He has to put down his tea hava to tell the story.
Because I'm such a physical.
This is why you need to go to YouTube and follow us, because you get half the story. You don't know when Greg is using his hands.
Exactly, and I use my hands a lot, even with the tea hava in my hands. So I did not have a suitcase because I was so young and had never even been on an airplane. But I did the sort of like Huck Finn, like where I put it in the because I really romanticized that imagery of like having the stick
with
and like
white towel with your lunch in it.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So I started filling up the sheet with all my essentials, which I think at that time was basically just CDs.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, assuming we were still in like a CD culture, what are the top 5 albums you would bring on a deserted island?
So are you specifically saying like from the CD era or all time?
Like assuming we still exist in a world where CDs matter and you are only stuck with 5 albums. Okay, the famous question.
Okay, well, Fleetwood Mac, Rumors.
Okay.
5. Okay.
Oh, you could do 3.
No. I just off the top of my head, Fleetwood Rack.
Fleetwood Rack. That's the porn.
Exactly.
Okay.
The breath cut. Then I'm gonna say, I feel like I have to do ones that what do I return to a lot? Okay, I have to do a Taylor Swift album.
Mm-hmm. Which one?
I think I'm gonna do Folklore.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do. Is it Lemonade? I'm gonna try to do one from, or is it
self-titled,
or is it Renaissance? I'm gonna do Renaissance as like I think for the mood.
Okay,
that's 3. Okay, then I'm gonna do 21 for when I'm like at my low point of the island.
Of course, you are pulling some that I would pull as well.
Really?
Yeah.
For my last one. That is so. It's like then you feel like then you get nervous of like what this is like Letterboxd. This is Letterboxd.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and I'm trying to think of moods. So it's I got my dancey, I got my heartbreak, I got my like. I feel like when I'm just like wanting to like my morning is Folklore, and then
I know.
Okay, you know what? I'll just do maybe Robin, Body Talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's definitely on my top 5.
Okay.
That's so crazy. You're pulling my answer.
Wait. I'm going to ask you the same question, but you can't do any repeats.
Okay. Well, I guess we're going on this island together. If anything, we're unfortunately ending up on the same island together.
So we draw a line down the center of the island.
So I still get to. I do.
You can hear.
Yeah. Okay. I can hear. Yeah. So I can't choose any ones that you just chose. Oh, fuck. Okay. Yeah. Lana Del Rey, Born to Die, Paradise Edition.
Okay. Smart.
Rihanna, Anti.
Oh, I want to change mine.
Well, you already
I know.
And you're going to be on the island with me.
You're right.
Suck it up.
Yeah.
Britney Blackout.
Yeah.
Casey Musgraves, Golden Hour.
And probably Madonna Confessions. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm on the island, so I have a vested interest.
And the Wicked soundtrack.
Yes, but the future dual, complete edition.
When we get the complete movie, the two disc.
Yeah.
Wow. But yeah.
And to be clear, we are going to the same island, so we're gonna hear both of these.
Yeah. No, we weren't allowed any overlap as per.
But we're hearing each other's.
Yeah. So we're allowed. There's a line. There is a line in the sand, but we are playing the music loud enough that the other can hear.
Wow. Great question.
Well, thank you.
Okay, so you're putting your albums in your knapsack.
I'm putting my CDs in my knapsack.
Yeah.
And then it comes time to tie it up, and I realize I don't know the logistics of actually how to tie that. Nor do I have a stick that's big enough. So I just have my sack, and I'm trying to tie it, and then I go in search of a stick.
Yeah.
Nothing is working.
I just want everyone to know I'm holding back all the gay innuendos that I could be saying right now, but keep going.
I was a child at this point.
That's why I'm holding back, but you're saying sack and stick. And
Sure.
Anyways, keep going.
Sure. Yeah, but then, so then I was getting ready and I was like hoping actually that would just be enough. And eventually I just sort of like put the whole thing aside because like there was a new episode of Rugrats on.
Yeah.
And I wanted to make sure that I saw that first.
Yeah.
And then I dropped the whole endeavor. But I am still holding out hope, Demi style, that, the aliens are coming. And I have heard on the galactic, superhighway right now that we are about to be visited.
Yeah. Would you go to space?
Would I go to space?
Yeah.
Not willingly.
But okay. At a certain point, it feels like for me that space might be the safer option.
Totally.
Like, I agree with you where it's like, I don't need to go, but I think in 10 years, I might need to go.
No, oh my God, 100%. Necessity-wise, I think we'll need to go to space, but I don't want to be going on any human technology. It's the vehicle from here to wherever we're going. I'm not looking forward to that journey. So I need to like not be eating that like dehydrated food or whatever. I need to just have the bathrooms.
As long as there is a dehydrated turkey wrap, I'm good.
Totally. As long as they figured out like the gravity and everything. Like I just don't love the idea of being in like an enclosed, confined like tube.
Okay, wait. This is my last question.
Sure.
Would you rather be sent to space in a spaceship or sent to the bottom of the ocean in a submarine? That's like where you have to escape from.
In this is space.
Absolutely.
How about you?
There's nothing scarier than the deep ocean. I would rather be in space than deep, dark, like well, I guess they're both dark and freezing, but but
I think either way, up and down, we're dealing with harsh elements.
Yeah. Anyways,
I just feel like for whatever reason, I'd be able to breathe better in space,
and you get to float.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you get to float. I'm not sure, like, I feel like my ears would be all, like, fucked up down in the ocean. I think, like, at a certain point in space, your ears are just, like, doing whatever they're going to do.
And also, like, I feel like you get to see the stuff that you get to look out the window in space, I think is going to be more pretty.
Yeah, visually I think we're working with more. If
you're going to see any lights deep down there, it's like those scary monsters.
No, it's too much of a journey within. I've done enough inner work. Yeah. I don't need to be going down to like the center of like the earth.
Yeah, exactly.
No thanks.
No.
I've seen enough up here on the surface.
Okay,
and
with that.
It's time for a break.
Yeah.
Welcome back. And it's time for Diva Down. Diva Down, of course, is our final segment where we take a person, place, or thing that currently could use our unsolicited advice. And boy, do we have some advice for our Diva Down this week. Which is a repeat Diva Down
it's sort of an annual tradition.
Totally. Two times a year.
Yeah.
And our Diva Down this week is Daylight Savings. It's here again.
I know.
Somehow it's coming to destroy our lives.
Truly, it's coming to add more depression into our lives.
As if our days needed to be darker.
We don't need any more darkness in this cruel, cruel world.
Yeah.
I'm gearing up. We're both gearing up for this seminal day on the calendar.
It's hard enough to get out of bed in the mornings these days. And now they are going to physically make it harder by changing the clocks. And just, I don't know how it works because somehow it's just dark all the time when daylight savings comes or ends. Again, I still haven't figured out how it works.
It's for the farmers, which we love the farmers. So good for you, girls.
But the farmers can't take this right now. We can't bail the farmers out of this.
My advice to get right to the meat of the event.
Sure.
I don't know what I'm saying.
Well, the farmers.
And
exactly. The Dell. Even.
Thank you. Yeah.
Dude, the farmers and the dude, you're getting a Dell. Whatever happened to the Dell guy?
What a flash.
He is loaded.
In the past.
He's like, he that's who Beyonce and Jay-Z bought the like most expensive house from. They bought it from the Dell guy.
I believe it.
Yeah, but anyways.
I am going to say, everyone, stop what you're doing. Go out to your local store. And buy one of those daylight lights. Do you know what I'm talking about? You can now buy these things where it's like a big screen that almost functions like daylight. And you can put it in your room or different parts of your house. And so it feels like you're getting sunlight even when it's dark.
Sounds positively dystopian.
It is it's what a lot of night shift workers get, which is like if you have to work, if your work hours are midnight to 8, you're only really seeing darkness.
That sounds like us doing the podcast.
Yeah, exactly. And those people have to get like daylight sun machines.
Sure.
Technical term. That's like actually what it's called.
To survive.
Yeah. And that's what we need to survive this brutal winter coming.
That's coming.
Winter is coming.
Oh, babe.
She's already here.
She's already here. At time of release, actually, it will be here. And it will have already changed.
Yeah.
Again, I thought we voted this out.
Yeah.
I thought we voted this monster out. And the monster being daylight savings. Today, this episode is being released on an election day in many states throughout this nation. So my advice is to get your ass to the polls and vote. Because the only way daylight savings is going to stop for good is when we finally vote it out. Vote the darkness out.
What a perfectly themed moment for this spooky episode. Spooky ooky Halloween season episode. Even though Halloween will have passed, we're not confident that it would, because I think Greg and I are going to be invited to Halloween parties for the rest of time, whether or not we like it, on the most dreaded app of all time, Partiful.
And we're so glad that you all agree with us.
Go to the polls to vote for the official end of Partiful.
Yeah, we have had enough. We need to get out the vote. We just it doesn't matter what you vote for, you just need to get there and vote.
Yeah.
All right.
And with that,
you also need to get over to our YouTube and follow us and subscribe. Comment on our videos, like our stuff.
Yeah.
Please, if you have not already, like and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. Rate, please.
Yes, 5 stars and above. And then if you're not already, follow us on Missing the Pod on TikTok and Instagram.
Call in with your diva down so that in a future episode we can give you some solicited advice on whatever you are dealing with right now. Whichever diva is down in your life, we would love to offer our services to you.
Cynthia, we cannot wait to see you in just a matter of weeks. And also, thank you for bringing joy into my life just last night at this Halloween decorated house where you were just on loop singing Defying Gravity, but the climax of Defying Gravity, which, if there is a heaven, I found it in Burbank.
Yeah.
So thank you for that. Gennifertias,
and on our island when we have the album. Cynthia, of course, thank you so much for everything you do. We're so looking forward to the NBC special.
Yes.
There are some reactions that are coming out from people who have seen For Good, and they are all
positive.
Positive.
Which we are not shocked in the least. We are bursting at the seams, and we're bursting at the seams to see you next week. Bye.
Miss Thing Podcast is created, executive produced, and hosted by Greg Trimmer and Tim Zintek.
It's produced and edited by Benji Simons, with cover art and additional creative support by Claude Zines.
Follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Miss Thing the Pod.
New episodes drop every Tuesday. Watch on YouTube or listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Please subscribe, rate, and review, but only raves. Strictly 5 stars and above.
Follow Greg at Greg Trimmer and Tim at Tim_Zintek on all social media.
Bonk.